Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your favorite life energy coach. No one has my program. No one has my program. No one has my program. I've developed this coaching program 9 years ago, whilst coaching different people of different walks of lives. And it's a process that I've undergone myself, which is how I know that it definitely works. And if you come into my coaching, I recommend 2 to 3 months in order to go through the entirety of the coaching program. And I meet with every single one of my clients 2 to 3 times per week. Okay, so with this intensity, we get to achieve a lot of things, and it's a deep dive process. We start with your childhood, adolescence, all the way up until today. I really am interested in knowing everything about you so that I can help you best. Okay, so if you want to be in my coaching, you need to pre-book. The link is below directly to all the packages. Every single one of them that is a very popular one is in the description. And you need to sign the coaching agreement by hand, scan it, and send it back to me. Okay. And the entry level coaching, perhaps that you would love to explore, a lot of people have done very well with those, is the Magic and Miracles monthly audios, as well as the video school. So if for whatever reason you can't do the one-on-one with me, those are really great. And also a lot of people are doing both coaching with me and the audios. So the monthly audios, again, just want to reiterate for the new people, is something that I send out 3 times per week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And it's full of material that I usually discuss one-on-one in coaching, hence the subscription. Not only that, but essentially in those audios, there's a lot of information I will include in my book eventually, whenever I'll get around to it. But for now, it's in the audio form. And you really get a lot of information 3 times per week. It's sent to you via a link or an attachment. And, you're a busy person, you're on the go. You have your 30-minute whiff of Anna and her teachings 3 times per week to keep you going, okay? We discuss a lot of things that I don't discuss on my channel anymore, or ever, I should say, actually. Not to such a depth, not to such, you get exercises as well, but it's not as in depth as as I used to do on my channel. And also a lot of subjects I haven't touched at all. Okay, so if you want to try that out, it's a monthly subscription. You need to renew it. So I wanted to really tell everybody about that again with the audios, because again, a lot of people do really, really, really well on that alone. So, but also to welcome everybody to tomorrow's live at 5 p.m. Sorry, my voice has been doing weird things lately. And for everybody to kind of have a chance to go over the SP situation. So I thought there are a lot of new people, and we would reiterate a lot of things that I teach. So this is bringing back SP one-on-one, okay, is the title. And obviously Q&A, so bring your questions. So I just want to go over all the stupid things that other people teach and how it's really done and how really not complicated all of that stuff is. And go into more, what kinds of things are you experiencing right now? So this is your opportunity to ask me questions, to have a kind of like a chance to maybe see if I'm your kind of coach. Now, if you're just discovering me, please go watch more than one video of mine. Get to know me, get to know my personality, ask questions before booking. But ultimately, for example, you can also book an hour. And then I would have it applied to the monthly coaching. But in order to do this, you're not going to ultimately achieve the major shift unless it's with me one-on-one, doing this 2 to 3 times per week, 2 to 3 months, okay, at a time, combined, okay. Ideally speaking, I mean, I understand people take vacations, this and that, some things come up, but it still needs to be consistent, okay? So, and you will appreciate this later when you're done with my coaching, how really important that is, because there's certain momentum that is built up, and you just, you need to keep it going to a point where you and I both agree you're in a stable kind of like state. So, and, like I say, I do specifically the SP material that I've done so far on my channel, and that I continue kind of discussing purely out of letting everybody know how this whole propaganda about SP being impossible or, such an arduous task is just not true. It's, in and of itself, this whole like situation is kind of a propaganda. It really fucking is. So I'm doing my best to demystify the whole process for everybody, and the things that definitely worked for me. And, I was in my car on the way home tonight, and I thought, it's just like I have these like beautiful memories of how my shift actually occurred, and how really there was a demarcation, between my old life and, it's just no question how much I've changed because of the things that I started doing in my life that were really passion driven. And I think up until that point, I was just not miserable enough. Sometimes it takes that, right, to really decide once and for all to go in the direction of your dreams, right? So in the direction of your passions, in the direction of what you really want. And, I would consider myself, kind of a very good head on my shoulders up until then. And, usually things went my way, even though like in my personal relationships, things kind of sucked and everything. But for the most part, if you were to ask me at that point, I would be like, yeah, I kind of know how to make things happen, but I really fucking didn't. All right, really, really fucking not, because what I managed to create through this energy of passion in my life, which is why I'm so adamant every single chance I fucking get to tell everybody how important it is to build yourself up. Your world just changes. There's a different kind of energy that you go into, on the frequency of which things are just fucking easy. They're easy. Because when you go in the direction of that, which is like 100% you live authentically, and things are authentically supposed to be easy for you. Okay, so this is how important this is. And then I really understood the meaning of, like, around 2012, 2013, I really realized what it means, do nothing and accomplish everything, because it really isn't about like doing in the 3D, it's about like the mental work. It's all happening in your mind. So we'll talk a lot about these kinds of situations. So bring your questions, bring your situations, get to know me. If you're just, hearing me for the first time, subscribe. You'll learn so much here, I promise, than anywhere else, simply because I've done this for a long time, and I've also have my own story to back it up. Stories upon stories. We've only just begun. Thank you very much for listening. All the information again is below. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.